Afternoon YouTube, Sparky rides again. Out on the little Honda on a grey day in September. It's only September the 4th and it's bloody horrible already. Don't know what's going on with the weather. Not very warm either. So bit of a crap day actually. Bit of a crap day. Anyway, today we're going to cover the subject of, is a 250 motorcycle enough? i.e., is it enough for a daily commute? Is it enough to have fun on? Do you need something bigger if you're going further? Is it enough all round? Is it, you know, can it be enough for your motorcycling needs? And I'm going to say straight off the bat, for me, yes. For me, yes, because I don't commute on it. I just do a spares run on it now and again, a couple of times a week, to Sittingbourne and back from Maidstone, which is, I don't know, 20 miles I suppose, if that, each way. And I take it out if it's nice and sunny for a fun ride around some country lanes and what have you. But so yeah, for me it's plenty enough, because I'm an old git anyway. I'm knocking on a bit, so I don't really want 600cc super sport or 1000cc god knows what to, you know, whisk me away at very high speeds. I have enough fun on this, going up and down through the box. It's fast enough for everyday use. I would say if I did have to commute to work on it, I'd be quite happy with it actually. You know, it's it'll hold 70 all day I reckon on the motorway without any trouble. It's economical to run, so as a commuter, and it's comfortable, you know. So as I say, as a commuter bike, yeah, not bad at all really, unless you're commuting 150 miles a day, then that'd be a bit of a tedious task. But no, if you're just sort of, you know, if you was going, I don't know, 35 miles up to London or whatever from Kent, it'd handle that, no problem, on the motorway. 75, hold that sort of speed forever and ever. It'd be great for going through the London traffic because it's light and manoeuvrable. So yeah, for me a 250 is plenty. I did, as you know, toy with the idea of getting bigger, but ended up just getting newer, staying the same size and getting newer, and I'm glad I did really, because it's still nice and light. It's very responsive because it's electronic ignition and fuel injected and whatever. So yeah, it's plenty for me. But that's not to say it's going to be plenty for everyone. If you're 19, 20 years old, I don't know how old you have to be now to have a full licence, to have a proper bike, because they keep changing it all the time. But let's say you're the minimum age to have your A licence, and or even your A2 licence, come to that. You're probably going to want, you know, you've been whizzing around on a 125 forever. Like this little bee here, and does it very well, doesn't he? But no, you're going to want power. You've had 2 years of whizzing around on that little 125. You're going to want to know what it likes to do, you know, what it's like to have a bit of power behind you. Oh, I don't blame you. I'll probably be the same if I was that age. But yeah, for people of my age, and probably, you know, down to probably some 40-year-olds getting into biking would probably be happy with a 250 with the power it puts out. A modern 250 I'm talking about, not an old one, not like my old Ninja was. The old Ninja Cruiser was quite old and it went alright, but certainly I don't think it had the acceleration this has got. So yeah, 250s are enough, unless you're young. Shouldn't say unless you're young, it's probably some old blokes that like loads of power, but it depends on the person. For me personally, it's enough because I like whizzing up and down through the box. Others just want to blip the throttle and whiz off. I like whizzing around country lanes. Others just want to blast along motorways. So it's a very personal thing. So you know, you've got all these opinions flying about. Is it enough? Some say, nah, it's crap. It's not enough. It never will be. Da 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 da. But you got to take into consideration what people personally want out of motorbiking. I say all I want is a bit of fun. You know, if I can whiz along at 75 without any problem, that's enough for me. I don't like getting my head ripped off by all the wind anyway, so you know, 75 is plenty. And get the most out of every gear on a little bike. You know, you can actually use all the engine. On bigger bikes you can't use all the engine. So yeah, 250 is enough for me. It might not be enough for you. It's there's only one way to find out, and that's have a test ride on one, really. I don't mean a 5-minute test ride. You've got to find someone really that's going to say take it out for half a day, because you know, if you go for a long enough test ride, you will find out if it is enough for you. If you only go for a short test ride, you might say, yeah, it's alright, it's got enough power, you know, but I didn't get to go on a motorway because it wasn't long enough. You've got to, you know, test it, test every aspect of it for you to see if it is enough. It's certainly enough for me, as I said before. I think they're fun, actually, more fun than the bigger bikes. I've had bigger bikes in the past, had very big bikes with lots of power, frightening power on some of them, but I think these are more fun. You don't need oodles of power around the town anyway. You don't need oodles of power going around country lanes. You just need something that's very flickable. Most 250s or even 300s are very flickable. That's what they're built to do. As I say, for commuting, if you've got a really long commute, then you probably need something bigger. If you've got, say, a 35-mile commute to London, then this would be ample. You know, let's say I was going from Maidstone to London. It's good enough to whiz along the motorway, and it'd be great going through the London traffic if I had to get to central London or something. So, and you'd have fun doing it, you know. So, yeah, they're enough for me. Might not be enough for you. The only way to find out is have a test ride, and I mean a long test ride, not a 5-minute one. Ask if you can have it for half a day. If they want to sell it, they'll let you have it for half a day. Don't worry about that. So that's my opinion on whether it's enough or not. Hope that's helped some of you. And if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. Let's be honest. Honest is the best policy. share the video with friends, subscribe to the channel please. Getting quite a few subscribers now. I'd like to just actually, whilst this video is running, let's give a big shout out. Thank you very much to all those of you that have subscribed. Keep them coming, long may they happen. More subscribers, more videos. There's a threat. Probably get lots of unsubscribes now. But hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time I'm out for a little ride on the bike. Bye tubes.